Let's start by what we do is go open up Bridge, navigate to your folder that your pictures are in, and double click on the image, and then go to your press W on your keypad. That's the magic wand right over here, and click on the white area. And let's see, if you hold the shift key down and click on the mouse, on the wand with the mouse, just like so, you can add to the selection. Nope, that didn't work. Apple Z. That's pretty close. We'll start with that. Then if you go to, now you have to have your foreground, background set up in, that's, you double click on that, drag this up all the way to the corner, and that gives you 255 white. Down here on the bottom one, you can double click on it and make it completely black. Then you press the letter Q on your keyboard, and that puts you in the Rubylith kind of mask mode. Then press over here on L, which is this tool right here, and I like to keep mine on the lasso tool. You got polygon, a couple different variations. I'll leave it on lasso, and when I press the Alt Option key, it gives me a straight line like this. So I'm holding the Option key, and then I press again, click again on the mouse, and that gives me a nice straight line. Then I do, in this case I'm going to press X down here to, if you see, if you just press the X key, this will change these out. If that's on white, I can press Command X, whoops, wrong. Okay, if I put that on black and I go Command X or Control X on a PC, that will give you, that will just cut that out of there. Then you go to, back to the L on the keyboard, and what I did was holding down the Alt Option key, and then this is like a rubber band. Then I click again, click again, click again, and across here, and I probably should have went on down there. And then in this mode, if I let go of it, it will complete that. So in this case, I want to fill that, so I can go Shift F5, and that will give me the foreground color of black to fill in that red area. And then we go down here, and you know, I need to get a little closer, and hey, that's kind of ragged. Now that I look at it close, okay, click, 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 all the while I'm holding the Alt key. If I let go of the Alt key, it will close the loop. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, probably this raggedness is probably not an issue as small as we're going with these things, but I might use the larger one later. Okay, go down here, come on. And I'm working in CS6. Okay, going to fill that with black, Shift F5. Shortcuts will speed this process up quite a bit. And that's looking pretty good on the bottom. Did that one with a straight line. Okay, now let's go down here and figure out what to do. Well, tell you what, to start with, let's press the Q again and we get out of that. Now we're in the selection mode. This is all the white is selected except for in here. So now I'm going to go, I've got white selected over here. And by the way, you can do it this way, edit, fill, foreground color. And now this is all white, 100% white, because this is set to 255. Now, this is almost done, but I need to get in a little closer on these. So if I go back to the W, now that the white is done, click in there again, and one more time. That's pretty good. Now I can also use the gradient tool to do some of that, which is on the keyboard is G. The H will give me the ability to move the image around like that. Click that again, shift click to add more to it. Just go ahead and finish that on out. Come on, hit the whole thing. Gradient is just works for me in this situation. You could also use, we'll do this one the other way with the shift F5. Okay, we get that and that. It's pretty close. Yeah, there you go. Shift click it, do the gradient. Now we've got a couple of little details to deal with. Shift click in here and do a gradient in there. And let's see, we've got a little space in here, so I've got to go back to the L, Option or Alt, Option on the PC, and just click all this, and then there we go. Actually, we probably should take that out of there. By the way, oops, didn't mean to do that. I need to go back to my L. By the way, if you go Option or Alt, click and hold it, it will go freehand. So you can use any combination of that. So Shift F5 and Apple or Control D will get you out of that. I'm going to go ahead and fix that little thing there where it kind of missed it. And good enough. By the way, I have my oops, come back here. Setting at 1 pixel feathering on this thing. That way it gives it a softer edge. So I may not worry about that. And by the way, I'm doing this zooming in and out with the scroll mouse. That's a simple thing to set up in the preferences in Photoshop to tell it to do that. Okay, that's pretty good. Go to my gradient. Put a gradient of white in there. Okay. That's pretty much it. Let me go back to the, I'm going to show you again once with the lasso tool. Hold the Option key down. Click, drag, click again and it stops. Click again. Now if I hold the mouse down, it will allow me to do this freehand, and if I let go of it now, it will stop there and it'll click it there. If I let go of it, it'll join. So that's how that works. So this is looking pretty good. Now we got to do some cropping. Cropping, of course, is different in, that's, by the way, it's C keypad. But cropping is a lot different now in Photoshop CS6. Okay, then save that. You might save it along the way if you get some good, sure you got it covered. Now we need to go to Image, Size, Width 150 pixels. OK. Now let's save that as a new file in a new, well, in a new folder. Same name. These are all resized, so we're just going to put that over there. And Apple W closes the file.